show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on JTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Romney Tertola Pier Park, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. This is The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition. Today in studio I have with me a doctor, and I would want to put a Dr. DR title next to the other one. She's been such a great advocate for all things cancer. Gloria Foy, no stranger to the set. I want to welcome you and Dr. Jahphix Miller. We've had so many interactions, but I don't recall having you on set before.
Not yet.
It's the first time. It's the first time. How you ladies are today?
I'm good.
I love your colors.
Thank you.
And you seclude yours.
I'm showing off a little bit of truffle.
All right.
And we love truffle.
Yes, we do.
Yes, definitely. All right, so ladies, we are here this morning to talk about what a collaboration that is happening between the BVI Health Services Authority and the BVI Cancer Society. Gloria, I know this is one that you have been advocating for so long, for more collaboration, for us to extend on our education when it comes to dealing with cancers of all forms. So tell us first about this collaboration that we've seen tightening somewhat.
Okay, we have joined forces with BVI Health Services Authority, which has been long in the making, but it's finally coming to fruition, and we are very happy about it because the public has been asking for it. They're demanding it. We want to find out about prevention. We're not hearing enough about prevention, so this is why we are tackling this prevention conference at this time.
The prevention of all cancers.
All cancers.
Okay, so Doc, prevention, education, you were integrally involved. Why you guys thought it was so important to form this collaboration?
So from the perspective of the BVI Cancer Society, it is a part of the mandate to ensure that there is patient education, public education. And of course, there is another arm from the BVI Health Services Authority that must include education. So the best way to bring the two together, to collaborate, would be to come together and have a conference. So myself and Dr. Miller, who happens to be my husband, we brought it to the Cancer Society, and we both just ran with it. It's just really a great idea, and we wanted to bring fresh faces, some experts in the field, experts in cancer treatment, and look at ways that we can prevent cancer. I mean, it's a worldwide epidemic. In 2022, you had over 20 million new cases of cancer, and this is worldwide, and also in 2022, you had over 9 million deaths. So we look a lot at screening. There's no doubt about that. We screen for the top things. We do a blood test for prostate. We do the mammograms for your breast. There's lung cancer screening protocols. But at the end of the day, how do you really prevent it? We don't want to get to the point where we have to diagnose and treat. We want to get to it before that. And that is where the prevention comes in.
What keep you going in the area of education advocacy for cancer causes?
When I was first diagnosed over 15 years ago, I didn't have any kind of education. There was nothing real substantial in the Cancer Society office. And that's why I decided, look here, we got to make a change. And I am happy to say the BVI Cancer Society has evolved, and we are into We're not into prevention. We're into not the donations to clients only, but we have given the hospital equipment for over 113,000. We want our arms in everything. We go out to the public and we ask for donations, and we want the public to realize, hey, this is what the Cancer Society is doing for you.
And it's not just because you want to do it. Gloria, you, like you said, you were first diagnosed in 2015, 15 years ago.
Yes.
But then you had another occurrence. So it talks about continuous care, support, and education.
And you really need that. I think when you have been personally involved with a diagnosis, you have more drive to make sure that things work. And that's what we are doing.
Some people say you're very aggressive.
And I need to be when it comes to cancer.
Talk a little bit.
Cancer is an aggressive disease, and you can't be, in layman terms, joking around with it. You have to take it very seriously.
What are you seeing among the Cancer Society right now? I know daily you're reaching out for the collaboration like you're now having. Daily you're advocating for persons who are affected, persons who are fighting. What is the circumstances you're now seeing that you did not see when you first started with the Cancer Society?
Well, like I say, it has evolved. More persons are getting involved. When I started, I had about 10 members. We have close to 100 members now.
Nice.
So more and more persons are getting involved and are being concerned about what goes on, because cancer affects everyone, whether directly or indirectly. And we have to pull up our breeches, Cathy, and go to work. Because, like you say, I'm aggressive. And I love that word when it comes to Cancer Society, because Gloria, with the Cancer Society, and Dr. Miller is also a member, we have to fight. We have to fight for persons who can't fight for themselves. And Cathy, there's a lot of persons who can't fight for themselves. And we're going to be there. And I'm there 24/7, you know.
Why are you so passionate about this, Dr. Miller?
Goodness, I see it every day. So as a radiologist, I do a lot of imaging. And I would say the bulk of our CTs are for cancer patients. You know, so in the midst of things, whether it be from diagnosis, because as a radiologist I can be involved in the diagnostic aspect of things, whether I assist with biopsies or in the process of a patient's treatment, if they need an intervention that I can assist with, I get to know the patients. I form a bond, and I see them go through from healthy, I see them decline, and then sometimes I hear that they've passed along. Or other times I just don't see them anymore, and I realize, well, that they've actually left us. So it's really sad, it's really unfortunate, and I know that with my indirect role with cancer care, I have become passionate over time. And this is my way to help.
Okay. One of the things that, you know, every time we sit and talk, Gloria, one of the topics that you always would come up is the importance of data collection, being able to have that database, not some figures over here and then another set of figures over there, and some probably overlapping several times, and we have no direct clue as to its direct impact on us as a territory. How close are we in coming together? And in your view, both Doc and you, are we seeing more cases?
Yes, we are seeing a lot of cases. For instance, last week I had 5 to 6 cases coming to me. New cases. They increased. I used to have like one a month, and now it has increased. So we are seeing a lot of cases, and data collection is very important. I'm happy to say that the cancer registry has started. And Harmony Matthias?
Bruley Messiah.
She has started it. And we are very much on board with it, and the government is also on board with it. So she's also going to be a guest speaker on June 21st at the Cancer Prevention Conference. So let's listen, audience, just come out and hear what she has to say, because it's very important.
Yeah, but that background information, you know, we really want them to understand why they need to come to this conference, yeah? So from your point of view, in the BVI Health Services space, the hospital space, what the figures are looking like? It's declining or it's going up?
No, it would be going up. It would be
And
going
among
up.
younger and younger populations?
Younger populations. We're losing younger people. We're seeing an increase in the breast cancer, colorectal cancer, and prostate cancer. Those are the most common ones that we see. You know, I had a patient recently that came in not suspecting cancer, did a scan, and I said to the surgeons, look, this is what I'm seeing. You need to go in and have a direct look. And they came back and they said, Doc, you know, you were absolutely right. We found a tumor. We've sent it off for pathology. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm highly suspicious. And this is a young patient.
Oh, wow.
You know, so we're seeing more, we're diagnosing it earlier. And so I'm really glad that Harmony has started the cancer registry, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what she has to say in terms of what she's uncovered so far.
I love you more. I love you so much more.
Hattie, the saddest thing about it is these are cancers that could be preventable or caught very early, and now they're showing up at stage 4. There's no reason for some of these cancers to get to that stage.
Yeah, that's mean getting yourself checked as early as possible. And I will forever sit on the platform with Dr. Arlene
Smith.
Arlene Penn, Arlene Penn, and preach no, fix, live, win. You know, that is so important. Couldn't find a better mantra to walk by, and if we all take it into, you know, as real as it should be, you know, we will know, fix, live, and win. So a part of that knowing, that knowing aspect of it, conference is great.
Definitely.
Let's talk about it.
And what I like about Dr. Penn, right? What I like about her, she said, Gloria, I couldn't support Cancer Society because she thought we were a breast cancer society. But then when we started talking and stuff like that, she realized we're not a breast cancer. We incorporate, and we have been very supportive of her as well. So we are not just breast cancer like a lot of person think we are. We are BVI Cancer Society, which incorporates all the cancers.
And I remember the very first occasion where she came out public first. It was at the BVI Cancer Society anniversary event. I remember it from the dress that she was wearing that day so clearly. So tell us about this conference now. How are we going to be educated in an interactive way?
Right. So we have a number of speakers that are going to be actually coming in from internationally, and we have local speakers. We have our keynote speaker as Professor Marvin Reed. He is a professor at the Tropical Metabolism Research Unit, TMRU is what we call it. And he's going to be talking about the relationship between environmental factors and cancer development. We have Dr. Joseph Blidgen. He's a cardiothoracic surgeon, and he's actually done direct research with environmental exposures in Jamaica. So he's going to be looking at air pollution and cancer development based on that same research. Dr. Belinda Morrison Blidgen, she's a urologist. We've actually had her speak here at the cardiovascular conference previously. That was in 2019. Really interactive speaker. But she will be speaking about sexual health and cancer risk. We have Dr. Mike Mills. He's a gastroenterologist talking about the gut microbiome. So you may not know what microbiome means. That means you have to come out and learn what it is. Right? So the gut microbiome and cancer risk. Dr. Michelle Reese-Mills, she's a pediatric oncologist, and she will be looking at the risk factors and screening for pediatric malignancy, including vaccinations and genetic counseling. What I really like here is that we tend to overlook the kids, but we are all inclusive here.
Nice, I like that.
We are taking a holistic approach.
Yes, definitely, from head to toe. We also have Dr. Ian Bambury. He's an OBGYN and a gynae oncologist. And he will be looking at the preventative measures for gynecological cancers and the impact of hormone replacement therapy. We have Dr. Karika Weldon. She's a geneticist. She will be looking at the genetics, the prevention, risk management, and under her, we're actually going to be doing some on-site testing. We're going to be doing polygenetic risk scores for a person's lifetime risk, of up to 28 diseases, right? So what that is a cheek swab, right? And she'll be taking them off, getting the results, and then they will come back to you as the client, right? And just to give you an idea of what we'll be testing for, things like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, prostate cancer, breast cancer, hypertension, coronary artery disease, bowel cancer, melanoma, asthma, depression, a number of things. Okay?
I would like to interject here.
Yes,
if I may.
please do. I was hoping you would.
I took the genetic testing.
Yeah.
My result came back like in 2 weeks. I don't think it was longer than 2 weeks. Where she said we had a cheek swab and the result came back. And Kathy, because of that result, right? My result that really, really got me real scared into action was it said that I have a possibility of having a heart attack or a stroke. Kathy, I straightened up myself right away. I went on a diet. I have a professional trainer.
You're looking better.
I tell you, Kathy, I'm feeling good.
Good,
I'm feeling good. Cancer didn't scare me into doing the right thing, but that genetic testing did. She's going to be here on June 24th. She's going to do 250 tests. We don't know how we're going to pay for them as yet because each test costs $250. We don't know. We're going by faith, and hopefully a sponsor would come out and sponsor some of these testing. But we think it's very necessary for person to have some kind of idea of what is going to happen down the road. So that's a preventative mean as well.
So this is what we're looking for. We're looking for lifestyle changes, lifestyle modification.
So sometimes it's good to get scared, right?
Yes.
Something to scare us into doing things to make us, live better.
Because we know that it's lifestyle. That's one of the major things that causes cancer.
Yes.
One thing that we didn't mention that's really, really important for this conference, it's free to the public.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's free.
It's free.
Oh, it's free. It's free.
Nice. And so we have more?
Yeah, I have a couple more. You see, it's a full day.
Okay.
We're starting at 9 o'clock. We're going to go until about 5 p.m. Registration.
It's a weekday or it's a
It's Saturday. Saturday, June 21st.
All right, okay.
No excuses for the most part, right?
Yes.
Registration starts at 8, but you can register online as well. We will give
Yes,
those
that's a
details.
little...
So, this is our flyer. You can scan the QR code,
Okay.
or you can go to the BVIHSA website, and you can register directly there.
Awesome.
Right.
But you must be registered to attend?
No, we can register you on site.
Spot.
Yes.
It would just be easier if you register before.
Okay. Nice.
Give us an idea of the numbers to expect, etc. All right. Going on with speakers, we have some local speakers as well. So we have Dr. Dominic Fraser. He is the medical director at the NHI. We have NHI in the house, right? So we're going to get some statistics, some numbers as well from NHI, which I personally am also looking forward to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to have Dr. June Samuel, psychiatrist, talking about the psychosocial factors and cancer prevention. Again, head to toe, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're looking at your whole body, all right? And then, of course, Ms. Harmony Bruley Messiah with the BVI Cancer Registry. Last but not least, we have Mrs. Gabrielle Joseph. She's a nutritionist, and she will be looking at the dietary components and cancer risk.
Yeah. I want to know that Gabrielle, having heard her once, just for a short moment, just stopped by at an event that she was at, and she was speaking, and one thing she said that day that has changed my life, it didn't scare me, but caused me to be a little more conscious of what we need to be doing for a healthier lifestyle, was to drink more water.
Yes.
Even when you're feeling hungry, drink
water.
Water.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
Yeah. So I know she's going to be good.
Yeah, she's going to be great. She's a really excellent speaker. I think another thing she's going to plug is the fiber.
Okay.
Between her and Dr. Mills, they'll be talking about water and fiber. Those are quite important.
You see,
You know, yeah.
Awesome. Well, this is a great one, and I am really looking forward to it. I'm sorry if you have any other thing that you would love for Kathy to cover that day. The answer now is no. Because I have to be there. I will be there because, the more we learn, the more we absorb education, it's better we lead our own lives and we are able to help others who are not so strong as ourselves to say, okay, I'll pick myself up and I'm going to go do this. Sometimes we need to be our brother and sisters keeper and, hold their hands to get their lives in order. So remind us again, date, time, and how you can get to participate in this conference.
So the conference is June 21st, 2025, of course, 9 to 5 at the hospital lobby.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's at the hospital lobby.
In the hospital lobby.
Okay. Nice.
And then we've told you that you can go to the BVIHSA website for registration or scan the QR code if you happen to see one of the flyers.
Okay. So the canteen is gonna be open that day. Now we say, some of the best meals you can find are usually at the canteen.
Cathy, didn't we tell you? It's free.
Food free too?
Food free, snacks free, everything free. We are giving back. We are giving back to the community.
Awesome.
That's what we are doing. We are giving back to you, the community.
All right. That gives sparked my interest in the swab and
Yes.
come on, sponsors. We need somebody to help the BVI Cancer Society. Some person or persons or entity or entities to help foot the cost. 250 people you're targeting at least to be swabbed. Mine is there first.
So come with an open mind. Come with your questions. We'd love to hear the questions.
Yes, that's what we're expecting. We're expecting a person asks a lot of questions. Don't sit down and think about it and then go away.
Yeah, we're also going to have information booths as well. It's a complete conference, We're going to have speakers, we're going to have, your lunch, etc. But we also have booths where you can learn.
And get
information.
Yes,
BVI
nice.
Cancer Society will have a booth. The Rotary Club of Tortola, who has also partnered with BVIHSA, will have a booth.
Yes.
Some insurance companies. We're trying to get Green VI on board as well.
They need to be there and with the component that goes directly with them.
It does, definitely.
Atmospheric impact on our health as well. And they're big on that. I know No Fix Live Win is going to be there.
She's going to be there too, of course. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I got to keep plugging her, because, from where Alina's come to where she, she is now with this advocacy and the lives that are being impacted. Gloria, you never stop. I love your aggression. They always say, oh, she's so aggressive. Yeah, let her be aggressive in this stuff. We've been interacting, on so many different fronts and more recent as well. Definitely. So I know where your heart is. So let's do this together.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a great plan.
So we asking the public to come out and ask as many questions. You ask about the water. Ask about the bottles water, especially. Ask about the environment. Ask about any question. It's not a dumb question. You could ask whatever question you have, and we are certainly going to answer them. Trust me.
We plan to have the politicians there as well.
Yeah, come on, Polly. Ladies, thank you so much for stopping by. Great information, great initiative, great partnership, and we're looking forward to even more. Don't let this be the first. Let's keep going on because, as life continues, we are going to be needing each other as a shoulder to lean on.
Definitely.
I want to thank you so much for the pleasure of your time to join us here on this edition of The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards.
Large and small corporations in the BVI can't be wrong. BVIHR, a BVI-based integrated solution of employee timesheets, leave tracking, scheduling, employment letters, HR processes, pay slips, and tax reports, including NHI, Social Security, and Inland Revenue, will make your management of employees easier. While BVIHR can cater to the needs of larger enterprises, it also works exceptionally well for small companies. To sign up, visit BVIHR.com, that is BOVIHR.com, or call us at 342-9686.